For decades, the American dream was built on giant highways, massive factories, and world-changing infrastructure. But while the world was watching Silicon Valley and Wall Street, Canada was quietly building something else. Projects that will change the economical maps. Projects that will redefine how the world sees Canada. So here are 12 Canadian mega projects proving that the next infrastructure superpower may not be America, but Canada. Number 12, Surrey Memorial Hospital Renal Facility. Not every mega project changes a skyline. Some change lives. In British Columbia, the Surrey Memorial Hospital Renal Facility is expanding healthcare capacity for one of Canada's fastest growing regions. The project adds dozens of new dialysis treatment stations designed to serve patients suffering from chronic kidney disease. What makes this project important isn't its size, it's its impact. Thousands of patients currently travel long distances multiple times every week for life-saving treatment. This facility dramatically reduces that burden while increasing access to specialized care. Canada's population continues to grow and age. Projects like this show that infrastructure isn't just about transportation and energy. It's also about building a healthier society capable of supporting future generations. Number 11, Finch West LRT. Toronto has spent decades struggling with congestion. The Finch West LRT aims to change that by creating a dedicated rapid transit corridor across northwest Toronto. Stretching more than 10 kilometers, the line connects neighborhoods, educational institutions, employment centers, and regional transit networks. For years, buses along Finch Avenue were overcrowded and frequently delayed by traffic. The new LRT removes that bottleneck by giving transit its own dedicated corridor. The result is something much larger than a transportation upgrade. Reliable transit improves access to jobs, education, and economic opportunities. It helps communities grow while reducing dependence on cars. Number 10, Ottawa LRT Stage 2 East Extension. Canada's capital is undergoing one of the largest transit transformations in its history. The Ottawa LRT Stage 2 East Extension pushes rail service deeper into suburban communities that have traditionally depended on automobiles. Once completed, a majority of Ottawa residents will live within easy reach of rapid transit. The project includes new stations, elevated guideways, highway crossings, and infrastructure designed to withstand Canada's harsh winters. For a city historically built around roads and highways, this expansion represents a fundamental shift toward a more connected and sustainable future. Number 9, Eglinton Crosstown LRT. Few infrastructure projects in Canada have generated as much attention as Toronto's Eglinton Crosstown. Spanning 19 kilometers with dozens of stations, the line creates a major east-west transit spine across Canada's largest city. After years of construction, delays, and public debate, the project is finally nearing full operation. Once open, it is expected to dramatically reduce travel times and increase capacity along one of Toronto's busiest corridors. Love it or hate it, the crosstown is set to permanently change how millions of people move across the city. Number 8, Site C Clean Energy Project. Now we move from transportation to power. The Site C Clean Energy Project in British Columbia is one of the largest hydroelectric developments in Canadian history. Built on the Peace River, the dam will generate enough electricity to power hundreds of thousands of homes. More importantly, it increases British Columbia's electricity supply by roughly 8%. As electric vehicles, data centers, and industrial electrification drive demand higher, reliable energy becomes increasingly valuable. Site C provides a long-term source of renewable electricity that could support economic growth for generations. Whether viewed as visionary or controversial, one thing is clear. Site C will become a cornerstone of Canada's energy system. Number 7, Broadway Subway Extension. Vancouver's Broadway corridor is one of the busiest transportation routes in Canada. For years, overcrowded buses struggle to keep pace with demand from hospitals, universities, research centers, and businesses. The Broadway Subway Extension addresses that problem by expanding Vancouver's Millennium Line with 6 new underground stations. The impact goes beyond faster commutes. By increasing transit capacity, the project strengthens one of the most important economic corridors in Western Canada. It's not just about moving people, It's about supporting innovation, healthcare, education, and economic productivity. Number 6, Go Expansion Program. Most mega projects are easy to see. Go Expansion is different. Instead of a single bridge or tunnel, this project is rebuilding the entire regional rail system of the Greater Toronto Area. New tracks, electrification, upgraded stations, advanced signaling systems, and increased service frequencies are transforming GO Transit from a commuter network into a modern regional rail system. When complete, trains will arrive as frequently as every 15 minutes across major corridors. The long-term impact could be enormous. Housing, employment, and economic development will increasingly cluster around transit stations, reshaping how Canada's largest metropolitan region grows. Number 5, Northvolt Battery Gigafactory. At number 1 is a project that reaches into the future of industry itself. The Northvolt Battery Gigafactory in Quebec represents one of the largest industrial investments in Canadian history. Built to produce electric vehicle batteries at massive scale, the facility connects Canada's vast critical mineral resources with advanced manufacturing. For decades, battery production has been concentrated overseas. This project helps bring a major portion of that supply chain back to North America. The factory is expected to generate thousands of jobs while attracting suppliers, researchers, engineers, and manufacturers into a growing clean energy ecosystem. More importantly, it positions Canada at the center of one of the fastest growing industries on Earth. In many ways, this project represents the broader story behind all 12 mega projects. Canada isn't simply building infrastructure, it's building influence. Number 4, Canada's new West Coast pipeline vision. Energy remains one of Canada's greatest economic strengths, yet most Canadian oil exports still flow south to the United States. The proposed West Coast pipeline seeks to change that by creating a direct route from Alberta's energy fields to Pacific export terminals. Supporters argue that such a corridor would give Canada access to Asian markets, reduce dependence on a single customer, and increase national energy security. Critics raise environmental concerns, making the proposal one of the country's most debated infrastructure ideas. But regardless of where the debate ultimately lands, the project highlights a growing reality. Canada wants greater control over how it sells its resources to the world. Number 3, the Gordie Howe International Bridge. This bridge isn't just steel and concrete. It's one of the most important trade links in North America. Connecting Windsor, Ontario with Detroit, Michigan, the Gordie Howe International Bridge sits at the center of a manufacturing corridor responsible for billions of dollars in annual trade. Automobiles, industrial components, agricultural products, and consumer goods all move through this gateway. What makes the project unique is that Canada took the lead in funding and developing much of the crossing. Once fully operational, the bridge will increase capacity, improve efficiency, and strengthen one of the most economically important trade routes on the continent. Number 2, the Port of Churchill Plus. Most people never think about Hudson Bay. That may soon change. The Port of Churchill is Canada's only Arctic deep water port, and the Churchill Plus project aims to transform it into a major gateway for global trade. As Arctic shipping routes become increasingly viable, Churchill offers a direct path connecting Canada's resource-rich interior with international markets. Critical minerals, grain, fuel, and other commodities could move through the port more efficiently than through traditional southern routes. If successful, Churchill could become one of the most strategically important transportation assets in North America, strengthening Canada's presence in the Arctic while opening entirely new export opportunities. Number 1, Darlington Small Modular Reactor. The global energy industry is searching for a breakthrough. Canada may already be building it. The Darlington Small Modular Reactor project is expected to become one of the world's first grid-scale deployments of advanced SMR technology. Unlike traditional nuclear plants, small modular reactors are designed to be more flexible, easier to construct, and capable of serving a wider range of communities and industries. Countries around the world are watching closely because success at Darlington could provide a blueprint for the future of clean, reliable electricity. This isn't just a Canadian energy project. It's a global technology demonstration with implications far beyond Canada's borders. From Arctic ports and nuclear reactors to trade corridors, rail networks, clean energy systems, and battery gigafactories, these projects reveal a country investing in long-term strategic power. They may not generate the same headlines as Silicon Valley startups or Wall Street deals, but their impact could last far longer. The question is no longer whether Canada can compete with larger economies. The question is what happens when these projects are fully operational. Because if even a fraction of them succeed, the next chapter of North America's economic story may be written north of the border.